Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for November 13th, 2012. We're getting close to Thanksgiving, so let's start looking at this forecast. It's certainly getting colder out there as we head towards Turkey Day. Temperatures this morning are falling as a cold front is moving through. Earlier on this morning, we had temperatures in the lower 60s for all of Connecticut and Long Island. Now temperatures are rapidly falling. They're still hanging on around southeastern Connecticut as that cold front is starting to move through. But notice in Long Island, we're down to 52. Much of the New York City and Philadelphia metropolitan area, we're falling into the mid-40s. And all the way in northeastern Pennsylvania, we have temperatures in the mid-30s. And those temperatures are heading your way in Philadelphia and New York City. Right now, we also have areas of rainfall moving through. I'll show that in just a moment. But you can see winds are veering to the northwest around anywhere between 5 to 15 miles per hour. The big thing you'll notice today is that it's going to be a lot cooler when you leave work than it was when you were going to work. So I hope you brought your coat with you. Now, when we take a look at the latest infrared satellite picture, you can see our cold front slowly moving through the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. You can see high pressure isn't far off, though. A nice, strong high pressure system is over the Ohio and Tennessee River Valley, and this high pressure system will shift towards the east. Now, this disturbance has caught my attention. It's not going to impact our weather now, but if you've noticed the past couple of weeks, we keep on getting these disturbances, whether they're tropical or subtropical in nature, lifting north from the Caribbean towards our troughs over North America. Very interesting weather pattern continually showing up, and something to keep an eye on as we move on through the winter. Again, here we are with our water vapor satellite picture. You can see the best dynamics in lifting with this upper level low is clearly focused towards the St. Lawrence River Valley and towards New England, but we're still going to be dealing with some rainfall through this morning into the early afternoon hours. Plenty of dry air over the Ohio River Valley. And again, here's our interesting disturbance. Now, this disturbance is going to get picked up and kicked out, so not really much of a concern, but it's important to keep an eye on these trends, because when they start to show up and when the pattern sets up just right, this could lead to a very interesting weather pattern around Thanksgiving. I'll show you what I mean in just a moment. Now, here we are with the radar as of 8:24 a.m. and you can see very heavy rain over portions of eastern Pennsylvania, moving into the central Hudson River Valley. All of this is going to move through the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area between, let's say, 8:45 through 2 p.m. Okay? So while you're at work, if you're traveling, whatnot, expect periods of heavy rain. But by this evening, for the evening rush hour, conditions will start to dry out. We'll see clearing skies, and you'll feel much colder with temperatures in the 40s and 30s. And when we take a look at the latest model guidance, here we are for this evening again, and you can see our cold front is exiting off the coast. High pressure is building in. Notice the very dry air at the mid-levels taking hold. Very comfortable weather conditions are going to start to set in. Chilly, but comfortable. Why comfortable? Because it's going to be dry, which is exactly what we need for our cleanup along the Jersey coast and over Staten Island and New York City Metro and all those areas. Moving on through the rest of the forecast period, high pressure will be in control throughout the entire week into this upcoming weekend. But remember I said about those disturbances, those pesky mid-level disturbances that keep on popping up over portions of the Bahamas and around Cuba and Hispaniola. Now here we have an interesting mid-level, upper-level disturbance over the southeast, potentially interacting with a mid-level disturbance over the western Atlantic. By the time you move into early to mid next week, we're going to see a storm start to develop off the coast. Now right now, the models are generally keeping this storm off of the coast for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But we have to watch this very carefully. How is this trough going to interact with this disturbance here as it dives towards the Ohio River Valley? Notice we're starting to see a negatively tilted trough developing here. Okay? So we see this trough, we see this disturbance here. A lot of interesting possibilities could be unfolding by the time we get to Thanksgiving. There's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of, let's say, call it volatility, model volatility. So for right now, I'm looking for Monday to remain dry. But there is a potential for a storm developing right around Thanksgiving that could lead some locations to be rather wet and other locations to be rather white. So we'll see exactly how this evolves over the next several days and weeks to come. So one final thing I want to point out, we are having a winter weather workshop. Yours truly and several other meteorologists, let me show you who, Rob Guerrero, Mike DeFano, and myself, John Marshall. We're going to be having Dean Davison. We're going to be having a weather discussion, a weather overview, weather workshop, okay, for the winter season. And we're going to talk about winter weather and what we expect for the upcoming winter season and why. We're going to teach you exactly what to look for. And also, with a donation to the Red Cross to help out all those people along the Jersey coast and over New York City and Long Island and whatnot. It's going to be a great benefit. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be on December 1st. We have 2 locations, Perkisa, Pennsylvania, and Butler, New Jersey. It's only just reserve a spot. It's only $20, and you help a great cause and you'll learn a great deal. So I know some of you out there have been asking, hey, when are you going to do a seminar, Steve? I'll definitely come out and hear what you have to say. Well, this is a great chance to not only hear what I think about the weather pattern and this upcoming winter, for you to ask questions, but it's also a chance for you to help the Red Cross and some of our neighbors who have been significantly impacted by Hurricane Sandy and by our nor'easter with the heavy snow. So again, it's December 1st. Be sure to visit liveweatherblogs.com to sign up for this discussion. I also have a link on my page as well at NYNJPA Weather. So that is your discussion for today. Of course, you can follow the latest weather information at NYNJPAweather.com and NYNJPA Weather on Twitter and Facebook. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there.